All right, so let's begin. Let's begin the live trading session this morning. You guys are welcome. So let's begin. Well, let me do this as a formality. If you are connected and your AI is unlocked, you get to see 46 signals today. 13 of them are active. Success rate is 89. Market scan is 49. AI accuracy is 94. So this is the LTC scanner. So let's click start scan. We're looking for AI confidence of 90 to 99 and signal strength of strong. That's basically what we're looking for. So what do? We stop scan. We start scan 90 to 99. Signal strength of strong, but you have 94 here and signal strength is moderate. So we move 82 no, 79 no, 83 no, 78 no, 98 moderate no, 74 no, 94 and strong. That is what we have. So what is the pair? The pair is what EURCHF. So that's the first signal for the live session. EURCHF. How long are we trading it for? We're trading it for 5 minutes. So we come here. Oh Lord, what is wrong with this thing? What direction are we going? We are selling. And what time are we selling? We are selling at 10:38, 27 seconds. So we have about 20 seconds to go to sell. We have about less than 20 seconds to go. 15, 16, 17. So we have less than 10 seconds to go. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So sell now, guys. So sell now. This is our first signal for the live session. So let's go for the first screenshot of the live session. Okay, so first signal of the live session. Okay. Does anyone want to tell me how today has been so far? Because you would let us know what we are expecting. Has it been rough or has it been smooth? Wow, I'm seeing money. Wow, this is nice. Mr. Suglo James, you're welcome. Welcome to MJM AI community. This is where we use our AI to make money from the financial market. So, welcome. So, Mr. Suglo James, currently we are on a signal. The AI gave us a signal. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? Okay, we have a new face in Amara Skepta. You guys are welcome. Let's hear from you. How did you get to know about our channel? How did you get to know about our channel? How did you get to join our channel? Let's hear you. Let's hear you guys. We'd love to hear from you guys. So it is easier. Let's know where we can help you. the reason why you came in here was because you saw something somewhere that says, oh, you're making money. So let's hear you. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. Mm, don't worry, Mr. Crypto. BYG, I'll send you the file. I'll send you the files right now. Don't worry, you're doing that in a bit. Select. So send me an I so I can send it to you. Make sure you send me an I right now so I can send that to you. So go through everything and apply it to your account. So let's get ready. Let's get up for the first Martingale level. Let's get ready.
Please, how can I register?
All right. So that's very, very simple. Give me a second. Let me take this shade and I'll explain to you. So now 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so on the first bill level now. So it is very, very simple. The very first step for you to register is or get started is to register on the mgmoptions.com. That is where the AI is. That is the AI platform. And the moment you are registered on the AI platform, you send me the email you registered with. So the moment you send me the email, that is the first step to get access to the AI. Now the second step is for you to now register on IQ Options using our link. You go to your profile, you copy your user ID, you send the user ID to me. At the moment you send the user ID to me, the next step is for you to now fund your IQ Options account. Then that one guarantee you a permanent access to the AI where you can use it permanently, scan for signals day in, day out, night, afternoon, day, midnight, any Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day. It is permanent for you. So that is basically how you get access to the AI. So that is how it works.
So I'm in Ghana.
Yeah, it is possible. It's possible for everybody. It's open for everybody, every single person. Every single person. Yes. So send me send me a message right now, and I will send you the full steps.
Okay.
Yes.
And the money, how much money do you need to put?
It depends on you. How much do you have to trade with? If you have, some people say they have $100. Some people say they have 150. Some people say they have 50. Some people say they have 1,000. So whatever you have, you put into it. Then from there, I will guide you on what to do, on how to apply risk management. Do you understand? That is what I'll just give up. I send you what you need to apply risk management, and you trade, and you'll be fine.
Okay, I'll send it.
Right. So, any other question, guys? Any other question? Seeing Mr. Michael joining in for the very first time, seeing a lot of new faces. That's nice. New faces, nice. Doesn't mean the old faces are. I don't want to see the old faces. I love to see the old faces. My guys. So we're still on the first signal, and we're still on the first martingale level. So Mr. He has left. Okay. So we still have about 2 more minutes to go on this particular signal. We still have about 2 more minutes to go. see on this particular entry. Anyone, any question, guys? Then as you can see, the floor is open. You can just unmute yourselves and ask questions. Questions are the key parts of being on this live session. Make sure you ask questions that you get answers to. So 40 more seconds to go. Let's go on the second martingale level in let's go on the second martingale level right about now. Three, two, one. Let's do this on the second one. So let's see how long this takes. For those of us who want to get access to the AI, quite simple. 3 simple steps. First step is for you to register on mdmoptions.com. That is where the AI is. That is where the AI is on the website. Mr. Michael wants to ask a question. Go ahead.
So I have to set a time frame.
To set the time frame.
Yes.
You mean on IQ options or on the AI?
On the IQ option.
Okay. IQ options, as the time frame is quite simple. You come to your expiration. That is why the expiration is there. Expiration is what you need to come to. Once you see the expiration, you can see different types of time frames from 30 seconds, 45, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 5. So depending on what's on the instruction of the AI is telling us to use 5 minutes, and we are trading with 5 minutes. Do you understand? So did you get me?
Yes.
So you can set it there on the expiration. So, any more questions?
Chikodi.
So we have 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So we have about 2 more minutes to go. So 43 seconds to go to for us to use the last martingale level, which is the third one. Let's see how this goes in 33 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're on the last one. Let's see how this goes. So, how do you get access to the AI? It is quite simple. The very first step is for you to register all the fjmoptions.com. That is where the AI is, the dashboard. The second step is for you to register on IQ options. You go to your profile, you copy your user ID. Make sure you use our link to register on IQ options. You copy your user ID. You send that to me, and then the third and final step is for you to fund your IQ options account, and that will grant you a permanent access to the AI. So that's basically how it is. Anyone, for those of us who are new here, you guys can go ahead and ask questions and meet yourselves. How did you get to join the channel? Where did you join from? And how did you hear about the channel? And when did you join? All these questions. Let's hear you from Mr. Bung Izuna and Mr. Benja Fat Forex. You have a lot of Forex here. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. After we're done with this signal, I'll do some certain explanations. Let's see what it does on this signal. So we have 1 minute and 22 seconds to go. Yes, hear you, sir. Let's hear you. I'm muted already.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Fine. So I actually saw the ads on Facebook. So I'm completely new into the whole forex thing. I just saw the ad and I felt like, okay, let me just deep into it. And so I clicked on the link. Then I got to Telegram here and saw the community, and then I just clicked join. And then I noticed there was a live seminar
Session.
going on. Yeah, so I just had like, okay, let me join and see how it works before I probably decide the next
Okay.
line of action to take.
All right. So you're welcome, sir. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So because of you, I'm going to do this particular, since you asked the question, I'm going to do this particular explanation. So now, I'm going to do this. If you must add this together, I'm going to do a screenshot right now. And we will do a full introduction of how we use AI and how the AI works, and how we also trade on Nike options. I'm also going to explain how options work to you. You understand? And I think I'm just going to explain how options work first, then head into the AI. So just stay with us while we do everything. We usually use about an hour. So I want to make sure that I have a trade running while I'm doing this explanation, so we'll be able to get it. So for the screenshot, that is it for the third entry. And for the last and final entry that we eventually won, this is okay, so let's go first. Second, don't worry guys, I'm just taking my time, so I want to do it an explanation for Mr. Izuna. Okay, so all right, so let's begin. I know we began before, but let's begin. Let's take a signal first. So I will use that period to explain how it is. So now, so this is the AI platform, MGM Options. So that is where the AI is. The moment I click start trading, based on the fact that I'm already connected and AI is unlocked, I get to see the scanner. Now you see AI signal to this 155 market scan is 96. Success is 96, market scan is 55, AI accuracy is 95%. So now this is the ALDC scan. At the moment I click start scan, it generates a signal. Now, what is a signal? The signal is you have a pair, which is the instrument to trade. You have the 5-minute standard signal, which means how long we are going to be trading for. Don't worry, Mr. Soon I'm going to explain why we trade for a specific time. Then the next thing we have here is the direction. There are two directions in trading. It is either up or down. And there is also AI confidence. AI confidence talks about the level of confidence AI has on that signal. Then we used to go for the ones that have 90 to 99. So 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, and 99. That is what we go for. Then at the same time, we must have the signal strength of strong. That is what it means. So we must have the signal strength of strong at the same time with the AI confidence of 90 to 99. Then we have the get ready time. This is when the AI scans for signal. The moment it scans for signal and delivers it to you, that is what the get ready time means. Then the entry time is when you execute the signal. So you have the martingale levels, which are like supporting entries for this particular entry. So it's just like a recovery level for this entry. That is basically how it is. So now, how do we now take a signal? Very, very simple. The first step is for you to stop scan, start scan. Again, you are looking for 90 to 99 as signal strength of strong, where you have the 90 to 95 here, but you have signal strength weak. Stop scan, 78, you know it is not. 93, and guess what? We have what's strong. So what do we do? You go and search for the pair USD HKD. That is what we have. USD HKD, USD HKD. We have that here. I usually start with 600, so you see me start with 600. And the next thing is what? 5-minute standard signal. Reason why is because we are going to be trading for 5 minutes. In options, we trade for 5 minutes. We trade for a specific time, not 5 minutes specifically, but we trade for a specific time, number of time. Then the next thing I check is what direction am I going? Am I going up or down? Put means sell, so that means I'm going down. I'm not going down, but I'm going down. I'm selling. That's what it means. Now, entry time is what? 11:04:01. That is less than 10 seconds from now. So I'll be counting down. 56, 57, 58, 59, 61. So you can sell now. And that's basically how we use the AI. So now I'm going to explain to you how options work. Mr. Izuna is not here anymore. So let's watch this trade run. When he comes back, we would continue the explanation. As I said, anyone who asks a question, I would do an explanation for you to make sure that you understand how it works. So if you don't ask a question, no explanations. I want you to be able to communicate. Let us hear you. Let us, so that you can be a part of this community. Second AI signal. Let's get to know you. Second AI signal on the live trading session. So, okay, so Mr. Izuna is back. So let's keep going according to what I was explaining the other time. Now, trading options is one of the easiest things you can do in trading space. It is one of the easiest things you can do. It follows the same idea of trading regular forex, where when you buy, it is up, it means, and when you sell, it is down, with me. So now, the difference is that you don't get to make use of pips or lot sizes. What you get to do is risk and time. You get to set your own particular amount to risk, and you get to set the particular time you are going to be trading for. That is the difference between and trading options. So now, in the option space, what do you need to do? You identify the pair you want to trade. So, for example, we identified USD HKD. You did your strategy. You check your strategy. You understand. You check the patterns. You realize, okay, this fits what I want. This fits my strategy, and I want to sell on this particular pair. right? You have that in mind, you're going to do that. Now, the next thing that comes to mind is for you to sell, right? You have it in mind that you're going to sell. Sell means you're coming, you are predicting that the price should go down. Now, as you've predicted that the price will go down, you are going to be set to take the entry. What does that mean? Set to take the entry means that you're going to set everything you need to take the entry. The first one is your risk, which is okay. I'm going to be risking so amount. Maybe your own risk is 200. Maybe your own risk is 1,000 per trade. Maybe your risk is 3,000, depending on how much you have. I will not look at you and say you're a small person. No, a big man. So you can be risking like $3,000 per trade you get, and sometimes that's how big you are. Now, minimum 3,000 per trade. That is what you're doing. Now, that is your investment for that particular entry. Now, the next thing is you're going to be trading for a certain time frame. Reason is the way options work. You trade for a specific time frame. You sell and you predict that the price will stay below where you sell from for 5 minutes, for 2 minutes, for 1 minute, depending on how long you plan to trade for. So you're hoping that the price will stay below that entry point. Now, that entry point for me here is this place. You can see this line, this red line here. That is my own entry point. So I sold what? USD, what? HKD at that particular time when I did. Now, in the last 5 minutes, I sold it for what? 5 minutes, risking 600. And the last time, when I sold it up until now, the price has gone below my entry. So that means I'm in profit. Now, the moment the price crosses above my entry and goes the opposite direction, that means I'm in loss. As long as that trade has not closed, as long as that timer has not run down, right? This trade is not done yet. Until it is now is right is 5 seconds to go, 4, 3, and it is still below. That means I'm going to win this trade. You can see expected profit. Guess what? I just won the trade. That is how it works. So the moment the price has to stay below your entry for that 5 minutes. If it doesn't, you won't win. But if it does, you win. Now, to know all these things, you need to know strategy, right? You need to understand strategy to know if I'm going to buy or I'm going to sell. You need to know strategy. Now, since you don't know strategy, that is where the AI comes in. AI does that for you. Do you understand? AI does that for you. So AI tells you what to buy, what to sell, when to buy. The only thing that is left for you is to choose what? The risk you have. So like I said, you're a big man, you're doing $3,000 per trade. Why? Yeah, me, I'm doing just 600 because I'm still young. I'm still small. Do you understand it now? So that is basically how it works. So options, very, very simple. You buy for a certain period of time. That is how it works. So now let's go to the third signal. I hope you get it, Mr. Izuna. If you didn't get it, you want me to explain again. 72.
Understand it.
You understand it? Okay. So we are going now. Watch now. This is how we now use the AI to take a signal. Now watch this now. Since you already have an idea of how it works, see us use the AI to take a signal now. So now we are looking for AI confidence of 90%, 90 to 99. That's what we're looking for. At the same time, we're looking for a signal strength of strong. So what do? We stop, we scan. 88, we know that's not what we're looking for. 90 and what? Strong. So what do? I come here to search for the pair because this pair is what we trade. So we need to know what we want to trade. That is where we answer what. The what we want to trade is what? GBP USD. GBP USD. So I do GBP USD. Now, the second thing I'm looking for here is the 5 minute standard signal. How long are we trading for? So here is what? 5 minutes. So now that is why you see me click what? 5 minutes, set it to 5. Now that is AI has given us how long we are going to trade for. Now the next thing is giving us, okay, so what direction are we trading this GBP USD on? Put means what? Sell. So that means we are going to be selling on this particular one. So now, when are we now supposed to sell? That is where the entry time comes in. And the time is what? 11:43 seconds. So we have less than what? 41, 42, 43. So you sell now. So that is basically how you use it. Very, very simple and straightforward. Very, very simple and straightforward. So that's basically how I use the AI. So now let me screenshot my profit here on USD HKD. So that is basically how you answer all the questions the AI needs you to do. So those are the three or four steps you need to take, and you're already taking a signal and you are already using that to make money. So is this still clear? Is the way you use the AI, is it also clear too? Or do you want me to explain that again? 510. Okay. Does anyone have a question? Does anyone have a question? So I'm going to do a screenshot of the GBP USD, which is our third signal of the live session. So, any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question, guys? I want to hear questions. Like I said, as long as you ask me a question, I will be ready to answer it extensively if you need me to. So, looking like we should be getting ready to do some Martingale level of this one. So, so, any questions, guys? Any questions?
Good morning, sir. There's no sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing, sir?
Very well, sir.
Okay, get ready, guys, for Martingale level 1. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're on the first Martingale level. How are you doing, sir, Mr. Prince? Oh, everything is going on well. If everything is going on well. So let's begin. Let me go over it one more time. So for those of us who want access to the AI, it is very, very simple. The first step is for you to register on mjmoptions.com. The moment you register on mjmoptions.com, where the AI is, that is where that is where the AI is. And the moment you register, you send me the email you registered with. That's the first step. Now the second step is for you to register on IQ Options. Make sure you use our link to register on IQ Options. And the next thing you do is to go to your profile, you copy your user ID, you send that to me. And the next step is for you to fund your IQ Options account, and then you get a permanent access to the AI. The moment you fund your IQ Options like account, like you're about to trade, that gives you, that guarantees you a permanent access to the AI. So you always get access to the AI. All right. Does anyone have any question? I love to hear questions from you guys. Like, it is important to ask questions. For those of us who just joined in, if you were referred by someone, please ask questions. If you joined in from, you saw an advert on Facebook, ask questions. If you saw an advert on Instagram, ask questions. If you stumbled upon the channel by accident, still ask questions. It is important because every single one of us came in here for one sole purpose, and that is to make money. And if you don't ask questions, you will not get to understand. So how do you now make the money? That is why I said ask questions, so I can explain to you what to do and how you should go about it. So it is only a few groups that allow people to speak. I don't think I've seen any, but go ahead and ask questions. It is very, very important for you to ask questions because it helps you figure things out quickly and get to start immediately and not miss out on any type of information. So go ahead and ask questions. The floor is open. So we're on the third signal right now. I'm still running on the second martingale level. Any questions, guys? Any questions, guys? So you should be gearing up and getting ready for the second martingale level. which will be using 2,400. So I'll be using 1,400. Not you guys. I'll be using 2,400 to save it. So you guys will be using 2,400 with you. Understand? Okay, so 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is the second math video level. I'm using 2,400 on this one. Not you guys, me.
Elisa, can I ask a question also?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, sir. Yes, you can.
All right, sir. I just want you to shed more light on this Martingale level thing. Is it necessary to complete it to Martingale 3? What is the advantage of completing it to Martingale 3? And sometimes if the market is dragging to that point, is it more advantageous or dangerous?
Okay, that's a 3-in-1 question. Of course, actually, I'm going to go through everything. All the questions you already said, I'm going to go through everything. I want to explain it either way because everything you ask is the same. What is the martingale level and what is so? Martingale level is simple, right? For every entry, there's a tendency that when you take an entry, you don't get to win it. And just because you took an entry doesn't mean, or just because you didn't get to win it at that point in time, it doesn't mean that it may not end up going your direction. That is the idea behind martingale levels. Market reacts to different things. So people now came up with the idea of, okay, why don't we just double on every other entry in case you don't get to win it this time? Double on the next one, you double on the next one till you get to win it. It's an old style, but it's a very old style, but it works. Now, the idea is normal regular martingale, you double. You use, let's say, for example, I'm using 600, I'll double on my next one, which is 1, 2, I'll double on the next one, which is 2, 4. Normal. That's how it works, right? Now, the way the AI works, it is essential to the strategy of the AI. Now, I called it martingale level based on the fact that I want to be doubling on every entry, on the every or on the next entry. That is the reason why I call them martingale levels. But in normal, they're supposed to be called levels. Now, for every single time I look at it, the current trend at that time when you came in, when we took this trade, was a sell, right? Just because the market is selling at that point doesn't mean it to sell in the next 5 minutes. Do you understand? So now we saw the first one here, right? If I'm not mistaken, maybe the first one was here. It went up, was about to hit our entry, then it went up again, right? Now, the first one was sold here, came back. We had to take another entry with 1, 2, went up again. Now we took the third entry when it came here. Now it is not selling. Do you get the idea now? Even though without explaining it deep. Now, the idea behind martingale levels, you are correct. You are most likely correct. In fact, 99% of the time, you are correct on the direction. AI is correct on the direction. Right? 99% of the time, AI is correct on the only 1% of traits or 1% of signals are not correct on the direction. But as long as AI tells you you are selling, don't worry, come back in a few hours, you will see that you have sold. In a few minutes, you see that it has sold. Now, just because it tells you that it is selling that time, doesn't mean that it will stay under your sell, under your entry at that particular time. That is why the martingale level exists. So it will create you level 1 here, which is your first entry. Then it will create another level, another point here. Say it will can react from somewhere else at that area. Then it will create another level again. It can react from, if it doesn't react from it, react from here. If it doesn't react from it, it will also react from here. That is the idea behind martingale levels. That is the idea. So it will create different kind of levels. So you can always get to win the signal. Even if you don't get to win, it would give you majority of what you risked back. Do you understand? Now, there's also, no matter how bad it is, no matter how good it is, or how good the thought of not losing is, yeah, there is still a danger, in the sense that there's still a danger to the way you will use it, that it would hurt you. It is a double-edged sword. It can be good and it can be bad for you. Now, we've understood the idea, that the bad side of it, and now, how do we now turn that bad side to our own advantage? That is where the risk management comes in. Do you understand? That is where the risk management comes in. So it is never really bad for me. Never. Because I have already gotten to the end of it before it even starts. How does that? What do I mean by that? Meaning I already know the total amount, worst case scenario, if I lose the signal, the total amount I'm going to lose, I already know. So that does not give me a scare anymore, because I know my risk, I know my risk appetite, I know my limit. And after that limit, I don't go anymore. So I already know that, okay. Even one funny thing about it is that the moment I know that I'm going to hit the last martingale level, I know that the market is choppy already. So I can choose to stop. Nobody's chasing me. I can choose to stop, and I can choose to continue. That is, yeah. So that means that if you whatever is making you use the martingale level or any strategy in its entirety, you must what? Understand risk management. That is the base. That is the basis of everything. So we are going for the fourth signal, 83. Let me go for the fourth signal and continue what I was explaining. 90 weak, 92 strong. USD PLN. So I'm searching what? USD PLN. Guess what? I'm risking 600. I could go ahead and risk 5,000. Nothing is stopping me, but there's a reason why I risk 600. Because I have what? A plan. And that is that plan I will always follow. When I was making, hold on, give me a second, 5 minutes standard signal. So we are trading for 5 minutes. The next thing we have is direction. Direction is put. And what time are we selling? Direction is put means sell. And what time are we selling? We are selling at 11:30. 1 hour to the next live session. 11:30. So 10 seconds to go. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So we are selling at 11:30. 57, 58, 59. So sell now, guys. So let me send in a profit of this one and continue my explanation. Just because the market is selling now doesn't mean it will keep selling. Doesn't mean to sell within that 5 minutes. It is maybe when your 5 minutes are over, that's when the market will. So that is why you have a recovery level for it. Okay, so that one didn't answer me initially. Then you have 2 more or 3 more to help you, depending on when it decides to start going your direction. You cannot control the market. The market does what it wants to do. Yours is just to follow. And how do you follow? That is where strategy comes in. Strategy identifies old patterns and use the old patterns to predict the future. Nothing else. You cannot see the future. You can only use the old price to predict what is coming next. That is all strategy. That is all you have on strategy. There's no other strategy you are using in this world. That is why I say you can never have 100%, because you cannot see the future. The only thing you can see is what has happened before. Then you use that same thing that has happened before to know what is going to happen. So that is why we always have it in plan that, okay, no matter what, this is what we are going to be risking. This is what we understand. So that you always see me tell you the same thing every single time. There's nothing in trading beats what risk management will do for you. Nothing. Because you know that at the end of the day, there's no 100%. Just because it is AI doesn't mean it is 100%. Why? Because let's look at it. Who programmed AI? Human being. I did my own. What strategy will you use? Human being strategy. It's not heavenly strategy. It's not a supernatural strategy. It can't use a supernatural because exactly because I created it. So strategy it will use no matter what it does. It can only see what it can see. This is 464, if I'm not mistaken. So since you cannot have 100%, then what do you now do to protect yourself? Risk management. The fact that you cannot have 100% in trading, that guarantees you a loss. You can always lose. So what do you do to protect yourself? Risk management. That is all. Fourth signal of the live session. Oh, sorry. Profit 460. Oh, sorry. 262 or 64, yes. Okay, so we are going to the fourth one right now. I think we are going to be on the fourth signal right now. Okay, yeah, the fourth signal, which is the USD PLN. It looks like by the time we finish this live session, 30 minutes time, we're back again for another live session. I don't want to change my fourth signal on the live session. On the live trading session. So that is basically how it is. That's basically how it is. Mr. Prince, did you get what I just explained? Or it didn't right for you? Or you want me to still explain how to use it?
I get this,
Come again, sir.
I get you, sir.
Mm-hmm. So it is extremely important. It's part. Go ahead.
Can you still push further on the best time to trade? Is it in the morning, afternoon, midnight, or whatever?
Okay, so I don't think I have the best time to trade. I trade at any time. You can see me at those live session between 10 a.m. trading live session 10 a.m. The other one 5:15. I didn't choose it for any specific reason. I just chose it because that's the time I have time. Yeah, I scan signal every single time. You get the idea. I don't choose it for a specific reason. I just go ahead and I trade anytime. But here's the thing. I have some things I also look out for. Like I dodge when there's high liquidity, high volatility in the market. I don't trade in that period. I don't like trading during that period. But it doesn't mean that I cannot trade during that period. It doesn't stop. If that's the time I have, that's when I have a free time, I will trade during that period too. So this is the fourth signal. We just won this already, and we didn't even get to use a martingale level on this one. So we're going in for the fifth signal right now, which is the last one. 77 no, 80 no, 84 no, 90 and weak no, 77 no. So that was a good signal. I skipped 78 no, 71 no, 76 no, 92 and weak no, 87 no, 79 no. Mr. Chris James, welcome. 74 no, 95 and strong yes. So what is the pair? The pair is what? NZDCAD. So come in here and do what? You search what? NZDCAD. So now we have NZDCAD. What are we doing with NZDCAD? We are trading how many minutes? 5 minutes standard signal. So we are going in for 5 minutes. That's what it means. Then the next thing is what direction are we going? That is a call. Call means buy. So that means we're buying. And what time are we buying? We're buying at 11:36:50 seconds. Did you hear me? 11:36 what? 50 seconds. So we're buying at 11:36:50 seconds. So we have about 10 more seconds to go. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. So buy now, guys. Do you understand? So buy now. So now let me do a screenshot of the previous one. USDP LN. So that was the profit on the fourth signal, which was 510. Okay. So we have we are on the fourth signal. So now you were saying something. You said I should elaborate on the best time to trade. Okay. So there is no specific best time to trade. The time I do dodge is when there's high volatility, and what time is high volatility period, and that's in the New York session, which is afternoon 2 p.m. I don't like trading at 2 p.m. But when the market is okay, my market is not.
Excuse me, sir. So when there is high volatility in the market, that's when it's dangerous, right? I was even thinking bedtime.
That is when it's what?
That is when it's always dangerous to trade, right?
Not really. If the market is when there's high volatility, the market moves pretty fast, very fast.
Yeah.
Like
The thing
very,
is,
very, very fast.
I tried it yesterday and I got dropped down during that period. I was like, but the computer is seeing high volatility now. Confused. I never knew it was dangerous.
So yesterday was a special day. Like I told everybody, yesterday was a special day. We didn't just escape. We didn't escape yesterday. For every other day for the last 1 or 2 weeks was pretty good. Like I said, I did $100,000 in a week. That was last week. So it was fun. You get. So yesterday was a special day. Yesterday was just a day that was different. High volatility, low volatility, doesn't really matter if you're going to win a trade. But high volatility sometimes can make you maybe use more than one martingale based on the speed and movement. Let's say it is trending now. Like for example, it's trending now and there's high volatility. It's trending now. The movement will be faster, the candles will be bigger. Right. So now, the moment let's say you break a structure now, the speed at which you will go and retest, pull back and continue what's the name? The trend will be fast. Now let's say AI gives you a signal for a sell at that point in time after it has broken. Then you will now be caught in a space where it has a fast pullback. Rather than slow moving candles for it to give you profit. You just see a fast pullback and then you are already selling. And by the time it is 5 minutes, you don't get to win. So you have to place another buy again. Then it will be reacting from something for it to go the sell direction. So maybe you have to be using multiple martingale, one or two. You may not really get a fast, maybe one entry and you're done. No, you may not. It happens like that when there's high volatility. But when the market is not choppy, you don't have issues. High volatility, the volatility, like I said, there's no best time. So a lot of people also have decided that because of they've also decided not to like high volatility. Okay, there are some days too when you will take a signal just because of high volatility, not because the signal is or the market is trying to react to something. I say the market is trying to react to something, not because of that, but because the volatility is high, you can just see yourself to just flicker in between profit and loss in the last second. That is what high volatility does. It puts you in that kind of situations. So that is one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of it. Do you get? Not because you don't, you would, of course. You can. Which day did I did between the hours of I forgot myself. So between the hours of I'll correct the time in the next, if I'm going to use the next martingale level, I'll correct the time. So between the hours of, I think, 3 to 5, right? Between the hours of 3 to 5, I did, I think, 8 trades on a row, or 7. 8 trades on a row. That's what I did. Between the hours of 2 to 5, I did 8 trades on a row. Not 8 trades on a row, not in the sense that 8 signals. 8 trades. First entry, first entry, first entry, first entry, first entry. I'll show you guys. Maybe it's between the hours of 4 and 5, if I can find that day. Hopefully I can find it here. Not here. Yeah, this is it. This is that day. And that was on the 22nd. So that was 3 days ago. So from here around, just here, from around 344, high volatility period. 344, 457. Then I did it up to here when the volatility was high. Straight, just on first signal, first entry, first entry, first entry, first entry, first entry, 12 times. Do you understand? So it doesn't really affect like that. If the market is settled and there's high volatility, no problem. The only time you don't enjoy it is when the market is not settled. When the market is calm, right, and it is still choppy, you still kind of feel okay. There's still a vibe, and you will still be able to make money. But you see high volatility, you can be on your last or final martingale level, and you have been in profit for 4 minutes and 50 seconds. The high volatility would now come and threaten your entry at like 2 seconds to go, come into profit, go back to loss, come into profit, and it will give you. That is the reason why I don't trade during high volatility. That is the reason why. So I make sure that I kind of find a way to what I don't like the speed. So that is how it is. That is why you see me.
Hello, Mr. John. What's the hours of the high volatility?
Volatility.
Volatility. What's the hours of the volatility?
Yeah, you can see it. Okay, so the times when you get high volatility is first off, one of them is doing crossover. Crossover in the sense that when you have two time zones or 2 trading times crossover. Wait, how long have I been trading this? Okay, it's been a while. So when you have 2 trading times, so let's say the Asian is crossing over to the London, you would have high volatility during that period. When the London session is also crossing over to the New York session, you also have high volatility during that period. So those are the certain times, those are the major times you will see high volatility in the market. And you can also see it randomly. AI tells you too. AI tells you there's high volatility in the market. You can also find it there. You can also use that to identify. Do you understand? But those are the 2 major times you will get. And then maybe at night also, when the New York session is about to cross over to the Asian sessions. That is also a period of high volatility. You also get to see period of high volatility at that period. You see people starting to trade, pushing it. And the ones that have, I think I have explained volatility on one of my on one of the webinars. But that is the way it is. You get it during crossovers, most importantly. But the period that has the highest volatility is the New York session. You can have volatility in the New York session throughout. Fast movement. Throughout. You can have that. So it looks like this one wants to enter into profit. But let's see. I don't trust the behavior yet, because it looks like because it still looks a little bit strange. On a regular day, this crossing over would have meant profits for us. But let's see if today is a regular day. 3, 2, 1. Okay, today is a regular day. I guess so. Now we just won its NZD card, and this is the fifth signal of the live session. This is the fifth one. So we just won this one also. So we just won this one now, and that's basically how, exactly. So that's basically how it is. 5 out of 5. So for those of us who didn't get to wait to the end, a lot of them is because of risk management and account size. So understood. So for those of us who are big boys that stay to the end. So the high volatility periods are those first at the crossover times during when Asian session is crossing over to the London session. There's a 2-hour buffer, and that is between between the hours of 8 to 10. That's a high volatility period. Let me see. If you have 10 to 6, then we have 12 to 8. I think so. So yeah, so that is 6 to 8 high volatility period. Then there is also the hours of 8 to 4, then 2 to 10. So 8 to 4 is also another high volatility period. 2 to 4, between the 2 to 4, you get to see regularly. Normally, it always appear normally at that particular time. Even AI will tell you, but AI can also tell you around 12. Sometimes you can spell, but it depends on what is happening in the market. AI also sees that and gives you that, there's high volatility in the market. You sometimes you can barely see it on weekends because not so much. There isn't so much action. AI won't tell you that on weekends, but sometimes not. It tells you sometimes, but not every time. So there's one AI tells you, and then there's the one you naturally should know. The crossover times you should know, and the New York session own you should also know too. Anytime the New York session can bring high volatility, depending on what is happening somewhere or somehow. You will get to see it, and it happens on some major pairs. It happens mainly on major pairs, not on not on crosses, not on some certain cryptos. Only on major pairs you see it. But sometimes you have the other crosses have it, but then it's depending on fundamentals. So that is basically how it is. Fifth signal on the live session.
Sorry, I wanted to ask, does this also include volatility or is it just currency pairs?
Come again, sir.
I wanted to ask, does the AI trading restricted to just currency pairs or does it include volatilities?
No, it doesn't include volatility. We're only discussing volatility on our own. It doesn't include volatility. It only trades options, and a pair are on options. It doesn't trade volatility. It doesn't do volatility, and it doesn't do volatility. And what's this other one? It doesn't do volatility. I've forgotten the name of the other one, but it doesn't do volatility. So let me send in the screenshots, and for those of us who are trying to get access to the AI, that is very, very simple. The very first step you are going to take is to register on mjmoptions.com. That is where the AI is, right? Then the second step is for you to register on IQ Options using our link. The moment you are registered on IQ Options, you go to your profile, you copy your user ID, you send that user ID to me, and the third and final step is for you to fund your IQ Options account, and you get the permanent access to the AI. So any questions while I'm still on this live session? And this is $120.
Okay, you just mentioned the minimum funding is $20, yeah?
No, the minimum funding on IQ options. The minimum funding on IQ options is $10. The minimum on IQ options is $10. But if you want to fund your account, you want to trade, any amount you fund is up to you. Do you understand? So I can't tell you what to trade with, but when you are funded, you say, okay, this is the amount I funded.
Okay, so
I will show you what you need to do from there on. I'll give you a breakdown of risk management plan that you can follow for the accounts.
Okay.
That's basically how it is.
Okay.
Any questions, guys?
Are we going to, like, when we do all of those things, are we going to message you privately or
Yes.
I don't know, like how do we contact you?
Message me privately now. Just click on MGM support, send message, send me an I. Once you send me an I, I'll send you the list of the things you need to follow. Do you understand? When you follow those lists, when you register on, and you will see the first list, the first process is for you to register on mgmoptions.com. And register on mgmoptions.com, you send me the email you registered with. That's the first step. And the second step is for you to register on IK options using our link. You will see that. So that's the second, and that's the second step. Then you go to your profile, you send me your user ID. So that's the second step. Then the third and final step is for you to now fund your IK options. At the moment you do that, you will not get a permanent access to the AI. That's basically how it works. You will see, just send me an I will send you the process.
Last time, for example, someone wants to fund the account. Is it possible for? Okay, do we have to like use probably Bybit, or is it? Can you actually do that too? Like, is it possible for us to like?
Yes, you can. You can use your bank. You can use Bybit. You can use your card. You can use different methods. Don't worry, I'll send you a video for that. That's why I said you send me, and I'll send you a video for registration. So you will see. Oh, you can use every single one. You can fund with a crypto account. You can fund with your crypto account. You can fund with your bank transfer. You can fund with your card. You can fund with what else? Skrill. So many things you can fund with. So many things. So for those of us who missed out on the trading session, the recording will be available on MGM TV, so you can come here to always catch up on it later on. So the videos are here, and if you didn't find it, you can go to YouTube, click on YouTube, go to AI Solutions. You can see AI Solutions, click here, and you find all of the videos to learn how to use AI, to learn how to do this, to do that, to do that. Everything is here. So make sure you catch up there. Catch up on everything there. So Mr. Izuna, just send me a message. Send me a message right now. I would make sure, let me drop my handle on the channel too. That would make it easier for everybody. Make it easier for everybody.
Okay.
Yes, so let me do that. So okay, so message me now to get started, so you can see. So you can, so that's it there. So any questions, guys? It seems everyone has even left us, and we are starting the next session in 30 minutes. I want to be able to meet up with the schedule, because I went out earlier, so it kind of delayed the beginning of this session. So I'll see you guys later. Make sure you message me, and I'll see you guys later.
Very much.